to Istanbul, man. Look at the ride that we got picked up in. This is provided by the company that I'm gonna get my procedure done through. This is insane. I feel like we need some like look at
Y'all.
Yo, look at this.
This is as luxurious as it gets.
They even got
what's
the
over
the
here?
touchscreen.
They got a what? We got ice cream? Seat warmers. Would you like your seat reclined, sir? All right. 3, 2, 1. Guys, we're in the back of a very luxurious van. We can't even see the driver. There's a whole screen up here. You want to listen to some music?
Yeah, let's see what they get.
How you feel?
I feel amazing. I feel like I'm in some really good hands. Hey, we're about to go to the hotel and check in. Well, first we're about to go to the hospital and get my blood drawn, and then because you have to do like a blood test because they're gonna mess with your head a lot. So if you have certain items such as like HIV, HCV, hemogram, HBsAg, VDRL, stuff like that, you can't do the procedure. Okay. So yeah, yo, I just wanna make sure I'm clean pretty much. And then tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. is gonna be the day. Yo, you can change the color in this joint.
Like a red light.
Guys, change the color again, hold on.
We found the remote. Found the remote, you can change the color. Relax. Oh. This is like a car getting what do you call?
Oh, you might have dropped the car?
When the battery's dead.
You want to drop it.
That's an interesting technique. I don't remember the clamps. Normal. So just relax. Remember when I told you I was having the panic attacks?
Yeah.
They was doing this for me because I thought I had heart issues. And they were like, no, they read fine. Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
Ouch. And you let all your hair grow out too.
This is why I was shaving, babe.
No.
Okay. Sit down, please, sir.
She said, I'm sorry.
Are you okay without it for now?
We'll see.
You're okay. You just had a bottle, right?
One in the car.
Yeah. She got it. Yep. Almost done. Yep.
We just made it to the hotel. This is the car. Good. Good. Oh. I mean, my whole bag is. Alright, so check this out. We are in Istanbul, Turkey. By the thumbnail, by the title, you already know what's going on. Finally made it into the hotel. I'm not gonna lie, yo. Istanbul, Turkey is underrated. This place is actually nice. Not gonna lie. We are at this hotel. I don't know the name of the hotel, but I'm gonna get information for y'all later. But the hotel is dope. They gave us a nice room. They upgraded us. Picked us up. First of all, the company is very professional. Just how like it, very neat. Have an amazing system. We landed around 11:30ish. Kind of got to the came to the pickup area around like 11:45, 12ish. Our guy was there, chauffeur. Nice car, as y'all can see. Nice van. Got picked up and had water, had snacks in there. It was about an hour drive to the city that we're in right now. I think we're in downtown Istanbul. Then we went straight to the hospital to get blood work ran. Drawn to get blood drawn, and then to check my heart rate. Everything was good. Then the next thing is we check into the hotel. And now we're about to pretty much unpack, take a shower. And tomorrow morning my procedure starts at 8:30. Now, backstory. So I'm about to tell you what's going on. Yo, why are you getting a hair transplant? What is the point of that? So realized, so I started noticing I was losing hair maybe like 3 years ago. So it's currently 2024. This is like November 2024. So I started losing hair like 3 years ago. So I was like 2021. I remember the first day when I realized that my boy Lil, we were in Houston, and we were staying at what's that spot in Houston? But yeah, we were in Houston at this hotel. And one morning he was like, "Yo, what's going on with your hair?" I was like, "What you mean?" I looked at it and I was like, "Oh shit." I realized like, yo, I'm losing hair. It's kind of light, but like I kind of just like was like, it is what it is. Kind of just kept it pushing. Then over the years, I slowly saw progression of hair loss, and I'm like, damn. I think I'm going bald. Like it's when I finally kind of like just accepted like, yo, I think I'm kind of going bald, bro. But it started off very just like minor hair loss, and over time it kind of like I started noticing right in the middle, like, yo, it's getting lighter and lighter and lighter. So over time, I didn't really do anything to really like. I just kind of was like, this is part of life. Like, my pops is bald, so I was like, yo, it is what it is. So then over time, I will cut my hair, lower to kind of like even out to the point where I'm at the point where it's like, all right, bro, I can't cut no more, bro. Like you at the grain. So you gotta either cut it all off, or I came across this procedure. All right, so quick story. How did I come across this procedure? This was like doing TikTok. It just randomly just popped up on my feed. I was like, hair transplant, what? And I seen some dude do it, and that's when I started diving deeper into it. And I was like, damn, this sounds kind of cool, but it sounds kind of crazy. Like it's almost like a BBL, like it's pretty much a hair BBL. I was like, this sounds kind of crazy, but it sounds kind of cool. So I did my homework, and then you know how TikTok will start feeding information as soon as you just look it up. So then every other week I'll see another video, and I'm like, damn, this look more and more appealing. And then I would see black guys, and I'll see white people doing it. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling more and more comfortable. So I kept that in the back of my head. But I still was like, fuck it, like I'm just gonna go bald. Then, as the years went on and on and on, I started thinking like, dang, yo, I'm kind of, I kind of don't want to just go bald off the rip. Like I might actually consider that hair transplant thing I saw a couple years ago. Went back and looked it up, boom, started doing my homework on it, boom, boom, boom. And then I found this company, and they had good reviews. They were very cool, very respectful. Pretty much when I hit them up on WhatsApp, I found on TikTok, and I went to the Instagram and I hit them up on WhatsApp. They pretty much, asked me a bunch of questions. They had me send pictures of what my hair looked like, and then they pretty much provided me with the solution and the cost. We're gonna get into the cost and everything later. Don't. After getting the evaluation, I was like thinking like, I might actually pull the trigger on this. But then I actually said, you know what, F it, and just say, I'm not gonna do it. I think and then came back like maybe 6 months later, 8 months later, like, you know what? I hit him up like, yo, I actually might want to do this. And then I reached out to him. They still was like, they had to re-evaluate me. They did that. They were like, hey, when do you want to schedule? I bluffed again. Come like another 5 months later, I hit him like, all right, yo, check this out. I'm serious this time. I think I want to get this done. I don't know why I was so hesitant. Probably because like I didn't have enough proof. Oh yeah, check this out. I just didn't like completely believe it. Before I hit him up the third time, I had seen an influencer that I was following on Instagram post a YouTube video about him getting it done. That was like, okay, cool. I got somebody that's actually, I got a real person that I know that ain't gonna lie, that actually got it done, and his progress looked amazing. I said, okay, it's legit. Lock me in. Boom. Then I hit him up the third time, and I was like, all right, I'm ready. Boom. And that's how we here. It was because I saw somebody else do it that I actually know and kind of can trust his word in a way. Do it, and I saw his progress, and I was like, bet, I'm in. So this video is to do the same. For people that watch me and look up to me, this video is to help you see like, yo, there is an alternative, and I want you guys to see what that 6-month progress will look like in the long run, and then that will help you determine, hey, do you want to do this for yourself? And then I'm gonna show you what my hair looks like now, and I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like in 6 months. All right, cool. Next, they offer different packages. I think the minimum package starts at 4,000, and then you can go up to I think maybe 5,500 or 6,000. I think I'm just gonna do the 4,500 package. I'm gonna go into more details of what exactly they're gonna do, how many graphites they're gonna take, things like that tomorrow once I go through the procedure. But I'm doing a $4,500 package. Okay. It's the procedure and additional treatment, medications and things of that nature, right? Now, I'm going to show you what my hair currently looks like right now. Listen, I have not shown anyone publicly what my hair looks like right now. Before I came here, that was the first time I showed my mom and my brothers and my girlfriend what my hair looks like. They're the only ones that have seen my hair at this stage in person. Nobody else has. So, hair reveal. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please, for the bald head guy. Boom. Damn! All right, so this is what my hair currently looks like, right? Get a good view at it. In fact, if I can show you better. So y'all can see like the middle is completely gone. Let me hold on one second. The size is there, okay? Because I always cut them down to like even it out. So the size is there, but the middle, Uncle Harm had ass, boy. So this is how bad mine has gotten, to the point that like the top is literally gone. Okay, so this is why I'm here, to get this whole thing filled in. So this is what it currently looks like before surgery, y'all. I want y'all to take a good look at this before surgery. Okay, before surgery. All right, and then tomorrow at 8 a.m. is going to start the process. It's going to start the 6-month countdown. In 6 months, so my goal is to show y'all every month what my hair is going to look like every month as it goes through different stages, because it is a extensive healing process. It's a 1-year healing process. So if you can't wait a year, then you might as well not even consider it. Within month 4 through 6 is when you start seeing some hair growth. So it doesn't really take that long for you to really get your hair back. Within 30 days, you start seeing some hair growth. Within month 4 to 6, you can pretty much go get a haircut. But I'm gonna give you an actual visual of what that looks like, so y'all don't have to guess about anything. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. This is a journey that y'all want to stick through. If you're interested, this is the video that you want to watch to help you make that decision. All right, I got y'all. This is my journey. Like you can see, my shit is bad. You feel me? So this is as bad as it can get. So I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like in 6 months. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. Today is the day. Currently 8:20. Taj and I. So say good morning, baby. Say good morning, baby.
Oh, good morning, y'all.
So we are about to head to the lobby. They're coming to pick us up around 8:30. So that's when the whole thing starts. So like we are about to go grab some coffee, then head to the actual hospital, and the procedure will start then. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. A good day though.
We didn't pray. We need to pray.
Yeah, we're gonna pray. We're going to pray. We are currently waiting in the lobby of the hotel. I do want to show you what the hotel looks like, but I'm just show you a quick glance. It is nice, so you don't have to worry about that. Here's what it looks like.
No, they started dropping the videos from Acts 2:42.
Nice. Nice.
You can watch this one. God is holy.
Okay. I see it now here, town. Car pulling up.
Yeah, that's him. I see our driver.
He looks the same?
Mm-hmm. With the suit and tie and everything.
Yeah. I thought you were going to be. No, that's it. You're right. Now here, town. That's it. That's fine. It's still now here, town.
No, I don't understand it. Kidding. I everything I can understand it.
Good morning. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Doing well, Zane. Nice to meet you. Zane? Oh.
touch the midline of. Yeah, we're in the middle. Let me see. So in between the first line. Oh, as far as it allows, so you guys are still gonna try to get a little further back. Alright. Hairline finna be looking crisp on them, okay? First time. Ready, Harm? Oh, they're capturing the hair, you guys. What? I have to take some pictures. No, we could tell he needed this done before.
Before and after, y'all. You see those 6 months later? All right, y'all. So we are back, man. We just finished 9-hour procedure hair transplant here in Turkey with 1 hair time, and it was smooth, honestly. Now hair time. It was smooth. No complaints on my end. Well, I'll tell you some of the stuff I was like, ah. But all right, boom. We got to the clinic. As y'all can see, we had to sign some paperwork, pretty much signing our life away, and then we got a consultation, kind of asking, just kind of talking through what we wanted to do and kind of what they can do for us. They were like, bro, we can only put hair up to like the middle part of your head, just because like we don't want to damage your donor area. I'm like, damn, nah, I need like more than half. I need like 3/4 of my top of my head covered. So I was a little skeptical about that, but they were like trying to like make me feel comfortable about just doing half of it. So, but they were like, listen, this is not really the final decision. We're gonna take you back to the back room, and then we're gonna make a final decision then. Did that, came out, ate some food, because you have to have stuff, food in your stomach. So make sure that you eat the day of. I didn't want to eat because like I was anxious, so I didn't have room to eat, but you kind of want to eat. So you got to eat, and then after you eat, you then go to, you can decide if you want to go through, like if you want to be part of like social proof, which means like them putting you on their social media page, right? Or you can opt out of that. So I decided to, I was like, I don't care, just, y'all can use my image and stuff like that. So if you do choose to do that, then they're going to take you to the studio where they're going to take pretty much before and after pictures of you. And then after you do that, then they take you to go get your haircut. Bro, this is my first time going bald, bro. I ain't never seen me in my milk dud head bald before. So I went bald, and I was like, yo, this is not bad, bro. Like, this is what I'm look like when I'm older and stuff like that. I'm like, man, that's not too bad, bro. So when I become a pops, I already know what that's going to look like. Technically bald right now, though. Y'all took the pictures, went bald, went back to the studio room, took some more pictures of me being bald, and then that was it. And then we changed location to the actual clinic. Boom, got to the clinic, and then sat us down, gave us a quick little briefing, took us to our individual rooms, because there's so many people doing it. So like I was in a group of 3. They all took us to our individual rooms. We met our doctors, sat down, And the first thing they had to do, baby, again, blood work. Yo, they were struggling. They pinched me. They poked me like, they poked me here. It didn't work. They poked me like 2-3 times here.
You didn't tell them about the other arm?
I did. They just looked at it and was like, keep over here. So they poked me. So they got to put like the IV thing in your hand so they can administer IV into your hand throughout the process, draw blood, things like that. So that's the first thing they're gonna do. They're gonna check your blood pressure as well, and then once that's done, you gotta lay down on your. Okay, you lay face down on the bed, bro. This is the worst part. Then they start putting the anesthesia in your head. Oh boy.
Face down, and then they put the anesthesia.
Right, because they start with the back donor area first, and then they work their way to the front. So you're laying face down, so they start work like around the line that they drew. They start putting the anesthesia around it, and bro, it hurts the most when they squeeze it. Like once they squeeze it in and like it spreads, it's like a massive pain. So it's not really like a tattoo because tattoo is kind of like it's like a pain that builds up throughout the duration of the tattoo session. But this pain is an instant, bow, it's like, my toes was, I was balling my fist and everything. But after they put the first round around the head, then the second round, you start to feel the numbing like kicking real quick. And then by the third round, you don't feel nothing. And then you're like, damn. They're like, do you feel it? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, damn, that's it. And then boom, they start. So they start by taking out they call it graphite. They start by taking that out so they can, use it on the front. And
Take it out from the back.
From the back. So it feels like you're getting a haircut. It's like real quick. It's like,
Wait.
And, it feels like you're getting a haircut. Like the way it vibrates and the way it sounds. So like they will go through with the machine and then they will like, I think they really like pull it, like pick it. Pick. That took like 4 hours. I'm thinking like that's a procedure because I got up. I'm like, bathroom break. They're like, yeah. So now we're gonna start to do the, actually start implants in the hair. I'm like, that was just y'all pulling the hair. I was like 4 hours. That was like 4 hours.
Of them doing
Just
that in the back?
yeah.
Wow.
So I'm thinking they doing it, but the whole time they were just pulling it. All right, boom. That part again. The anesthesia was the hardest, was the most painful part. After like the second dose, third dose, you feel nothing. They're gonna flip you over. Okay, then bathroom break, then lunch break. And then after the lunch break, they start to really like start putting it in. They're gonna then put some more anesthesia in the front of your head and then swell your head up and everything because they say it's easier when your head is swollen. And then they start going in. That's another 4 hours just them going in. The most uncomfortable part for me was the positioning that they had me laying down in so they can do what they gotta do. It was so uncomfortable. My neck was hurting. My toes was cramping. My foot was itching. I'm like, yo, I can't.
The procedure?
Yeah, cause they don't want you to move. I'm like, bro, my neck is like hurting though. Like, can you put me in a better position? I had asked them like, do y'all have a pillow? They was like, no, just 5 minutes. I'm like, all right. So the worst part about it is just the position that you're gonna have to be in for hours, literally hours, before they rotate you to another position so they can do the next part. Once they put the anesthesia in the front, boom, they just get straight to work. They're literally just putting that thing in. They're literally doing it one by one. Bro, they're literally doing it two people in your head just. I'm like, damn. And then lots of blood, expect that. But not blood that, you're not gonna see it because it's happening all behind your head as you're laying down. So it's lots of, because like, I had got up to use the bathroom and when I got up, I turned around and looked at the station, blood everywhere. I'm like, damn, I'm bleeding that much? But that's normal, like that's part of the procedure. But I didn't think there was gonna be that much blood throughout the whole process. Once you're done, they put like this little like medication on you thing, spray it down, and then you're here. You can't, they don't want you to bend over, I guess, to let blood flow to the head. I guess they don't want blood flowing to the head, like, so they want you bending over. I gotta sleep at a 45-degree angle with the pillow and the neck pillow. Yeah. 2 pillows behind your back, neck pillow on your shoulder. You gotta eat some food tonight, and you gotta take 2 medications that they're gonna provide, and then you got to send our physician a picture at 8 p.m. showing what our thing looked like. So that's pretty much it. All right, y'all. So I forgot to tell y'all this. I wanted to give you a quick update. So day 1 is very crucial. Before going to bed, you have to elevate yourself at a 45-degree angle, And then you have to use these airplane like pillows that you use to travel. I'm sure y'all seen these. You gotta put this behind your neck, and then you have to cover it with this bag because overnight leakage tends leakage may occur. Pretty much, which is like all the liquids they put into your head, blood. It can as your head starts to heal, it will push those liquid out, and it can start to drain and come down your head. And then they also recommend not leaning over a lot. So I think that's for blood flow. They don't want the blood to flow to your head at such a fast pace or even stay there. So they want you to keep your head straight as possible. So this is how you're gonna sleep for the first day, and I believe even day 2 as well. You think you have to stay like this for 3 days, I believe, and then after that you can then start laying on your back with this pillow still underneath your neck. So those are some things to consider for day 1. But as far as the pain tolerance, right, that's very important. Right now I don't feel the pain I probably feels like 2. That's like on the sides, but it's like really minimal, right? I can move around, but I don't know if that's still because of the anesthesia. That's like numbing my head, but it's all cool. And then also tonight, I had to take 2 different medications that they provided to me. One of them was a painkiller, so it is a lot to maintain it, but it's part of the process. So I knew it was going to be a lot to maintain up until month 8, month 12, but it's gonna be worth it.
You don't drink all the water turkey had.
That feels okay? You feel better? Nice. You sure?
All right, y'all. So today is day 2 of the procedure.
Damn! Look at my fucking forehead! Fuck! That motherfucker on swole mode. Gotta go!
Woke up this morning around like 10. They wanted me to return back to the clinic around 1 p.m. So I went to the clinic around 1 p.m. and they pretty much washed my head. They took off the bandage that was all around the back donor area. They took off that bandage, washed it up with all types of stuff. I don't know what they used. They used a bunch of stuff. Washed it nice. They also washed the top to make it look neater. And then after that, I went to go take some more pictures of everything that I got done. And then I went to talk to the doctor about everything that been done, kind of what the next steps are about, how you're supposed to sleep and what you're not supposed to do and how you're supposed to take care of it. They kind of walked me through some of those things. They gave me a whole care package here. Let me show you that real quick. Care package right here with everything in it. And then after that, I just wanted to go ask more questions because I was worried, like, bro, they kept saying within the contract, kept saying like your hair is not gonna grow back within the donor area. But what they're trying to say is like the graft that they pulled out will not return. But you're still gonna get hair in the donor areas, but the graft is not gonna grow. They didn't answer that question for me yet. But yeah, besides that, this is what it looks like for day 2 after sleeping. 45 degree, my neck stiff, bro. Last night was not it. I'm not gonna lie. Sleeping last night was not it, bro. Kept waking up, uncomfortable. Neck was too stiff. But once I took it off, I feel like better. I can move my head a little bit more, But this is what it looked like, y'all. Day 2. I think it looks clean. Still swollen on the forehead. So this is what they want me to do, right? Give you this ice thing for every hour. Every hour you want to put this on your head for 5 minutes, right by your eyebrows for 5 minutes. Let it sit there for 5 minutes, and then you do it again in the next hour, the next hour, the next hour. So right now we're about to go get some food because I have to take my meds at 6. So we're about to put on some clothes, go out there, get some food, get some water because I need to drink plenty of water. And then we're going to eat, and then I'm going to take my meds, and then we're going to pretty much pack and get ready to leave tomorrow. Flight is at 3. Let me tell them, flight is at 3. Another 10-hour flight to ATL, and then, bro, we're back in the States. I don't know how I'm going to travel to Atlanta with this, bro. They're going to be clowning me on the Atlanta flight. But yeah, man, day 2, everything's going good. I'm super satisfied with everything so far. So yeah, man, let's keep going. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Today is today's Sunday, November 10th. So today is day 7. This is the transplant. I just want to give you an update as much as possible, and just to make sure that you guys are keeping up with your transplant. very well. So day seven, day seven, there's some changes. Actually, there were some changes since day three. After day three, you were allowed to start applying this donor area oil, which you put like around the donor area right here on the sides, right here on the sides, in the back. You put on it for 30 minutes. You let it sit. You apply it. Don't touch the transplant area. Just the donor area. You apply it softly. You tap, 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 and then you let it sit for 30 minutes. And then you apply your. It says wash it off, but what I did was like I would let it sit for 30 minutes. Then I would apply my foam, right, and I'll apply my shampoo, and then I would then wash it all off because like I didn't feel like putting the oil, wash it off, put the foam, wash it off, put the shampoo, wash it. Like I just felt like it was a lot of washing off, so I just kind of just kept it all on there at once and just did one big wash. Now, after I got home, let's say day two, day three, after I got home, I pretty much just followed the same regimen, which was you first start off with the foam. This is the foam that they gave me. You put the foam on your fingers. You just gently tap lightly up around your head, you all over the head too. And then after I did that, you let that sit for 15 minutes. Okay, for 15 minutes. Once that kind of absorbs into the head, you then come back and apply the shampoo. Shampoo you put on your hand. It's like soap. You put on your hand. You go like this, real hard, and then you just tap, tap, tap. Make sure you get all around. Tap, tap, tap. So, and then you wash it off, and you let the shampoo sit for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so that was a basic routine once a day. I usually do it at nighttime before I went to bed. So I'll do maybe like an hour before I go to bed. After that, then let's say like day three, day four, you can start using the donor oil before you apply the foam. So just to be clear, once I got home, literally started using this first, right? So I think that was literally like day three. So it's like day three. Day three, I started using this first, the donor oil, put it around my head, let it sit for 30 minutes. Then I apply the foam. Then I would apply the foam, let that sit for 15 minutes, and then I would apply shampoo, let that sit for 2 minutes, and then I would just go in the shower. And then I would just go in the shower, y'all. And while I was showering, I would make sure that I don't get my hair wet first. I would just shower and wash my body first. I'll put my head to the side, wash my body first, and then once I was done, I would then adjust the temperature to be like warm, and then I would then focus on my head. Then I would just put my head in the shower like this. Okay, before I tell you what day 7 is, bro, let me tell you how I've been feeling up until day 7. This thing has been so dry, bro. Like, because after you do the shampoo, you wash off the oil, the shampoo, the foam, bro. My head is dry, and I'm like, I wish I can apply some castor oil to my hair or something. But nah, I think that they want you to go through that dryness, right? But for me, I don't know, like as a black person, to be honest with you, like my skin needs that moisturization. Like once it gets dry, it gets dry. So, but that was something that I struggled with the most. Like my head just being super dry, and pretty much it hurts. Like it was hurting. Like I couldn't sleep very well because my head was so dry and just hurting. It almost felt like you ever felt like a dry scab that's just like drying and drying and drying and starts to like ugh. But yeah, so that's how the back of my head felt up until today. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Today, it don't the dryness don't feel as bad. Dryness don't feel as bad. So this is day 7 right now. Results. Day 7 right now. Dryness don't feel as bad, but it's it's still dry. So day 7 today, we get to apply some moisturization. Finally, to the head. This is aloe vera gel. So after you do the donor oil, you do the foam, you do the shampoo, then you can apply this after you wash your hair. Okay. So apply this to everywhere on the head, the transplant area and the donor area. So I can't wait to see how my head feels after I get to moisturize it with this aloe vera gel. Also, y'all, in the meanwhile, I also ordered the finasteride 1 milligram tablet, which you have to take every single day. And I also just went to CVS and grabbed the minoxidil 5% foam. That was like $30. Grab that. And then for the finasteride, 1 milligram tablet, that's like I'm paying like $24 a month for a monthly refill thing. So it's like and I got it from this app called Hims. I'll put it here, Hims, the app. Tomorrow, Monday, day 8, you're supposed to start taking the Finasteride, 1 milligram tablet every day. I don't think mine's gonna get here in time, but I think it should get here by like Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm gonna start once it arrives. And then minoxidil, you don't start until 1 month later, so we're not gonna worry about that right now. But so changes are gonna be today, aloe vera gel to the head after washing, and then tomorrow, day 8, you start taking the 1 milligram finasteride. I think it's called finasteride pill. And man, so far so good. You're not gonna lie, the transplant is looking good. I'm excited. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So welcome to day 10 of the transplant. So before we get started, I want to go back and kind of like clean up some things that I said last time. For example, the minoxidil that I got from Hims, I returned it, and I got this minoxidil from CVS. That's because they want me to get the one that's like foamy spray foam. I couldn't really find anyone that was spray foam, but this was the closest one that I can find that was like somewhat foamy. So they said that it's fine. I can just use this one. So that's what I got. I was able to schedule my PRP treatment. They want us to do at least 6 PRP treatment over the next 6 months. So I was able to schedule my PRP treatment with a company in Chicago. So the company in Chicago is called Solve Clinics Hair Transplant Chicago. I'm actually going to be going there in January to get my first PRP treatment. I believe they're charging around $450 for the PRP treatment, which is the cheapest that I can find. Considering that I live in the DMV area, all the PRP treatment quotes that I was getting was around $800 to $900, which is insane because if I have to do 6 of them, that's almost $6,000, right? So, but I was able to call the Solve company in Chicago, and they gave me a 4 PRP treatment package for $1,500, which is a lot cheaper than paying $900. Or the other packages that I was getting in the DMV area was like almost $3,000 for like 3 treatments, right? So I'm like, this is like half the price. Okay, so I'm gonna be flying to Chicago once a month, not once a month, but like once every 2 months to get the PRP treatment. We got the minoxidil, we got the PRP scheduled, we got the finasteride pills coming in. My pills actually come in 2 days on a Friday. So I was supposed to start taking them Monday, but I mean, I can't, they're not here, so I can't do anything about it. So I'm gonna start taking them on Friday as soon as they arrive. And so for day 10, this is how we're gonna do it, right? Boom. You're gonna use the donor oil around your head for about 30 minutes. Same old deal. Then you're gonna use the foam on your entire head for 15 minutes. Boom. So donor oil on the donor area, foam on the entire head for 15 minutes, and then instead of going to the shampoo, you're gonna go to something called the pentanol lotion. Bow. This is a lotion that you're going to use to do the final clean wash. You're going to put this all over your donor area, all over your head, and you're going to let it sit for about 30 minutes. And then you're going to wash it with lukewarm water. And then they recommend that you use a gauze pad to kind of like rub off the dead scab. You should be able to kind of like pretty much scrape these things off your head, so you're just down to like your hair and your scalp. Some hair may fall off. And also be mindful because some of the scab may not come off easily, so don't force those scabs. Just kind of like go around it. But you should be able to pretty much clear this off. So tonight when I wash my hair, my goal is to pretty much wash it and then pretty much try to scrape all of this off so it's a lot more smoother. Here's what my hair looks like on day 10. You kind of see like everything's healing pretty well. The sides are much more moisturized and less crusty. Here's what the back look like. You see, so everything's coming along pretty well. So today is gonna be the day I get to like kind of clear this off, and then starting today, you can drink again, you can wear hats, you can do a lot more things now. You can go out, you know what I'm saying, but you can't still do a lot of like going to sauna or hit the gym or be in dusty environments, things like that. You still want to protect the head, but you can now kind of freely do certain things. You can wash your hair how you choose. Okay. After you do the pentanol lotion, then you then follow up with the shampoo. You then follow up with the shampoo to kind of like do the final rinse, and then when you come out, you can still apply the aloe vera oil on your hair. Okay. So that's pretty much what day 10 is gonna look like. Day 10 is like the start to like a new journey. It's like it unlocked a new stage, right? I can now do a little more things. I can feel free. You can sleep normal now. You can sleep on your sides however you feel without having any issues. So day 10 is like the freedom stage. So all right, what's up, y'all? So day 10, I did the big wash. Today's actually day 16. So I waited a couple of days to make this video, but after day 10, after you did the process that I told you to do, it was very simple. I just used what I used was like I used some cotton. I forget what it was, something for cotton that you use whenever like barbers. If you don't know, like whenever barbers apply alcohol on your head, they use this little cotton thing and they use it to wipe it across your face. I use that. But it's something with cotton related. So I used that. So what I would do was after I put everything on the head and then I let it sit, what I would do is I would go underneath the water and I would use it to kind of wipe off all the scabs. And it came off fairly easy, y'all. It wasn't hard. It wasn't challenging. It didn't hurt. Just removed all the scabs. And then my head pretty much just looked like a bald head. So this is what it looks like after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 7 days, 7 days of removing all the scabs. Right now, this looks like I have a bald head. Like you can see the hairline, the hair coming back in. It doesn't look crazy at all. It looks very fine. I don't mind going into public like this. The only thing is like you can tell the unevenness between the donor area and where the hair is trying to grow. But besides that, the hair looks fine. The follicles are growing in now, as you can see. But so now this is what my daily routine looks like after doing the big wash on day 10. In the morning, finasteride, 1 tablet daily, and then multivitamins, 1 in the night, 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. Okay, this was provided to me. This I ordered from Hims and Her, the website. Okay. What I'll also do at times in the morning is I'll wet my hair with water and then I'll apply the aloe gel to the hair just to moisturize it, keep it nice and moisturized. At nighttime I would do the shampoo. I will still also do the donor hair oil. Okay, so first I'll do the donor hair oil around for 45 minutes, and then I would then do the shampoo for 2 to 3 minutes for the entire head, and then after I come out, I would then use the gel. So that's what it looks like right now up until the 1 month. So after 1 month, you then start doing. After 1 month, they said that we're going to start using the minoxidil. I think this is a foam. Let's see something. So this is a foam. It looks like. So after 1 month, I'm going to start using the minoxidil in the morning and night. And this is pretty easy to use, I believe. I think you just spray it on the area and just let it do its thing. So it says, prep hands with cold water, rinse your hands and fingers with cold water. And then it says, open it, okay, then display onto cold surface, hold that, or the can tight it down, and then apply to scalp hair, not hair, and then close. Yeah, it's pretty easy. So you just apply this to the area that you want to apply to. So this is going to be going, I believe, on my crown. I have to clarify with my doctors to make sure that it's just on my crown. 1 month later, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to be minoxidil in the morning in the area that I need it. Continue to use the multivitamin in the morning, and the finasteride as well. And then at night, it's going to be the donor hair oil, the multivitamin, the minoxidil, and the aloe. So nothing really changes after month 1. We're just going to implement the minoxidil into our process. But yeah, y'all, like my head feels better. The numbing is going down. I can actually feel my head a lot. Like my head feels normal for the most part. Like I think it's like 85% gone at this point. Small pain, it's like there's still slight pain around the donor hair area, but overall it feels a lot better. I'm sleeping normal. I've been a little more active. I have had like wine here and there, so I'm becoming a little more free and being able to do more things since I've done the big wash. So I'm going to update y'all on after month 1 to show you what the hair's going to look like. But I think everything's looking good so far. Welcome. Today is January 4th. We're currently on month 2 since I got the hair transplant in November 4th, 2024. Happy New Year's, everyone. So kind of want to give you my update. So today I actually haven't done my morning routine. So I'm going to do it right here on camera so you can see exactly what I do. I already went in, took a shower, washed my face, washed my hair. This is what it looks like fresh out the shower. And yo, here's the progress so far, bro. Month 2, y'all can see we actually got hair coming in. Zoom in for y'all so y'all can see that. Y'all see that? We got hair coming in now, bro. So, you know? So you can see the joint is working, my boy. The joint is working. We got hair coming in, so that's good. Now, like, it's actually really good hair too, because the point hair's coming in, you can see, like, you know, hair follicles coming in, and we're looking good, y'all. So first thing I'm supposed to do this morning is I'm going to take my vitamins. Take my vitamins. Finasteride. Got this from Hims. Water. All right, boom. That's every morning. All right, so that's every morning. Also, every morning and night, minoxidil. Also, every morning and night, minoxidil. So let's do that right now. Oops, just like that. Put it all over the hair. Rub it in. Rub it all the way in. Get the crown. Make sure you get the crown. Oh, too much, too much, too much. I typically would just go over it with a brush very lightly, just to kind of like, you know, make a clean look. And then over the transplant area, I'll go real light, real gentle. And that's it. So this is what we got so far. And then in month 2, I've been using, it's time to start using this oil right here. So I'm gonna start using this 3 times a week on my transplant area to help nourish it and help it with growth. So month 2, only thing that's changed for me is now adding this to my wash routine every night. Not every night, 3 times a week at night is when I'm gonna use this oil on my transplant area. So another thing you can do is if you feel like, hey, your hair, your scalp is too dry in the morning time or at nighttime, you can always still add the aloe vera oil to the hair. So let's just say like, hey, today I felt my hair was a little dry after putting on the minoxidil. Dang, yo, I just ran out. That's crazy. I gotta get some more. You put some of the aloe vera oil on your hand, rub it into your hair. This will provide moisture. And yo, that's pretty much it, man. You don't want to overdo it. And this is what I would do every morning for the next month. Month 3, I think we might add. I think on month 3 we're gonna add something new, but this is what it looks like every morning right now for day 2. But yo, the progress is there. Y'all see it? Looking good so far. Only 2 months in. Remember, this is a 12-month process. 2 months in, and this is what it really look like. You feel me? Let's go. All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to month 3 of the hair transplant progress. So this is what we're looking like right now in month 3. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's been a lot of growth in month 3. This is actually maybe 2 weeks into month 3. So we're about to hit month 4 in about 2 weeks. So this is a little bit over 3 months, but I just want to show you what the progress look like real quick. This is me fresh out of the shower. I just came out of the shower. Haven't done nothing to my hair. Haven't combed it, nothing. This is just literally what the hair looks like at the moment. So this is the front. Okay, sides, back. This is how it looks right now. So this is rough. I'm about to do some of my morning routine. Kind of show you how we get down. And this serum every morning. Just put it on the transplant area, just like that. Put it in, just like that. Just like that, real easy. I'm noticing that the hair is coming in very well, but I'm noticing that there's still some areas like on the sides here. Those areas tend to have the least blood flow, so they take a little longer to really come in. But overall, I'm happy with the progress. I've actually been wearing my hair kind of like out more in public now, getting more comfortable doing that. And we're only 3 months in, okay? So get that right there. You want to get it all the way in, make sure you get it moisturized in. Rub it all the way in. Okay, cool. Serum, this is provided to me by my doctor, so this is all part of my care package. And it's called a hair care meso, M-E-S-O serum. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over top with it with my minoxidil treatment from CVS. Go right over top of it, just like that. I might do a little something like that. Oops, hold on. Just like that. Get all of that. Y'all see a growth, man. It's coming in real strong. Okay, put that all in. And then, so I ran out of the aloe vera gel that they gave me when I first got the care package. So I ordered this one from Amazon. They said this is okay, this is safe. So if you want an aloe vera gel that you want to use for your hair transplant, definitely try this one out for sure. All right, let's go ahead and put it in. Get a little bit like that. Moisturize, just to keep the hair moisturized throughout the day. Yo, this thing is coming in crazy. You think I'm almost done, but you can still tell it's still light at the top. Just like that. So after that, I like to go ahead and brush it like that. Just like this. Gentle on the top. Gentle on the top. And then sometimes I might even use a comb just to hit the sides. Just to bring it up a little bit, you know. Comb just real gentle in there. Make sure you're not damaging the hair. Just like that, man. Bring some of this hair back up. In month 3. So far, I'm happy with the growth. I'm excited to see what it look like in month 4. Month 4 is coming up in about 2 months. So, again, all I'm doing right now is just literally just using the minoxidil, the serum in the morning, using the aloe gel, and I'm taking my pills. I'm taking the finasteride pills, and I'm taking the supplements, and I think that's it. And then I'm also doing every other day. Every other day, I'm also doing the oil. I put it on the donor area, let it sit for an hour, and I wash it off. And I think that's the only treatment I'm doing right now. I haven't gone to get any PRP yet. It's been 3 months. I haven't gone. I was really supposed to start getting PRP like as soon as month 1, but PRP is not expensive. PRP is expensive in Maryland, so I have to go to Chicago to get PRP done. And the PRP itself is not cheap. So I've just been kind of go with the flow, kind of seeing how this goes. I do plan to get PRP later down the line, but I haven't done it right now. But I'm still seeing overall good results so far. So this is what we look like, man. Look like a different person in month 3. So I can only imagine what 6 months will look like. You feel me? I'm gonna see you on month 4. Alright, y'all, so welcome to month 4 of the hair transplant. As y'all can see, man, the boy got hair, man. Like, this is a real crazy transformation. It's been crazy. Not gonna lie, this is towards the end of month 4. We're currently approaching month 5. But I still wanted to show you what it looks like in month 4. I'm gonna show you what it looks like in month 5. 1 second. So for month 4, we're still doing quite a few of the same things, but some things changed. So I'm about to tell you what I'm doing now and what I'm doing differently. Not gonna lie, we're currently month 4 and I still haven't gotten any PRP treatment. Honestly, bro, just because 1, it's in a whole nother state, it's in Chicago, and then 2, it's expensive, so I just haven't got it. It's not needed, but it's highly recommended to help speed the process and give it more boost. But I mean, bro, think like I think it costs about $2,500 to get it, but it's like, bro, I'd already paid for the hair to get done, and I got to pay $2,500. It's crazy, but let's get started. So I just came out of the shower. You can see the hair is pretty dry. Thing, I'm gonna take my finasteride. This is every day, every morning, and this is every morning and night. These are just the multivitamins from my surgery. And then I take this one morning and night. Cool. Next thing we're gonna put on our hair is gonna be this. We're doing this hairspray serum in month 4 to keep it just to help with the growth. The spray thing is actually broke, so I gotta use it like this. Just put it all up in there. Get it all up in the scalp. Just like that. Get it in there real good. What I've been noticing is that my hair has been really dry because I haven't been using a lot of moisturizer, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm able to use now to moisturize my scalp. Because my scalp gets dry fast. If I'm not moisturizing it, it gets dry pronto. Make sure that you're putting this thing all the way in, rubbing it in very well, getting it into the scalp. Okay. This is the hairspray serum. This was provided to me again by my surgeon at the clinic. Boom, I start with that for the day. And I do this every morning and night. I'm gonna follow through with the minoxidil. By now, y'all should know where I got most of this stuff from. Start with minoxidil, put it all over. Just like that. Rub it in. Rub it all the way in. And then what I've also been using for my hair is 100% castor oil from Amazon. This is great for moisturizing, keeping my hair from being super dry. I'm just gonna put that in. This I really make sure that I put this all the way in because this is like what helps my hair and from getting super dry. Helps me prevent dandruff. I can usually dry. Make sure I get this part. Usually dry right here. Usually dry right here too. Make sure I get that. Usually dry up front too. All right here. Make sure I get all of that. Massage it through the scalp, through the scalp, through the scalp. All right, so now that we've applied it, so I'm gonna go ahead and comb my hair. Y'all can see the length, bro. This is crazy. This is month 4, bro. Remember, this is a 12-month process, but this is what we're doing so far. You can see that it's still thin, but you know, again, by month 8 is pretty much when you're gonna start seeing it becoming a lot more thicker. As you can see, the crown is gonna be the thinnest. As they said that I would have to come back for another session if I wanted to get the crown filled in. And I'm just gonna see how it looks once the hair all come in. I feel like I can use the grown hair to cover up the scalp, the crown, if it's like, you know, fully grown. But this is what the hair looks like, bro, in 4 months. The hair is growing extremely fast. I've been able to pretty much wear my hair in public how I like. And so y'all check this out. I've been giving my own self like mini temps. You're not supposed to get a haircut until month 6, but I haven't been doing so much. I've just kept it like really just here. I haven't touched anything up here. I haven't done no shape ups here. I've only done shape ups on this side, and everything down. I haven't touched anywhere that the hair was transplant. Well, I haven't touched any of the transplant area. I've only touched a little bit of the donor area on this side, and on the back side a little bit. But I haven't seen any reactions to it. As long as you're being very mindful, you should be fine. Yeah, y'all. That's it, man. End of month 4. Alright, y'all. So welcome to month 6 of my hair transplant. We finally made it, y'all. It's been 6 freaking months since I got my hair transplanted in Turkey, and this is what it looks like after 6 months of taking care of it. This is the side profile, the back profile, other side profile, the top profile, the front. I bet this is the front. Okay, so as you can see, most of the hair at the moment is currently growing right here at the front. Okay, and then the remaining, I'll say half, is going to start growing towards the remaining 6 months. And the crown, my crown, I didn't get my crown done, so you're going to see my crown is still going to be light. All of this is still going to be light. And that's just because I never got it done. So, and I didn't get it done because, again, I didn't have enough grafts at the moment to go and put back there. So they said, hey, if you want to get your crown filled as well, you have to come back a year after this first transplant session has been completed. So I may go and get my crown filled up, but I want to see what my hair will look like once I grow it out. I might be able to just overlap the grown hair onto the crown to kind of like cover it and help it not look as light. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all. 6 months in, overall, I'm happy with my progress so far. The only concern, I guess, more than two concern is like because of you couldn't use any like real moisturizing product because you have to like just only use aloe and stuff like that. I got a real bad dry skin, so like this skin was so dry, and I would put aloe on it, but the aloe wouldn't do anything. I put aloe, it would be dry again, put aloe, so it got so dry to the point that it pretty much like discolorated my skin here. So I've been trying to, I've been treating that, trying to make sure that can like heal. And then another thing is that this is normal. You do get a bunch of dandruff. I guess your skin is recovering. Your scalp is recovering. So I got a bunch of dandruff. So I'm always trying to moisturize it and keep it from being dry. It's a headache because every time I comb flakes, I'm like, bro. So I am suffering from dandruff, but right now I'm using different things like tree tea oil, and I'm using some coconut oil to try to keep it moisturized as often as I can. And at the moment, all I'm taking right now is my minoxidil. I'm putting the minoxidil in the hair. I'm taking my finasteride. I'm taking the multivitamins that they provided me, and then and I'm also using my shampoo to wash my hair that they provided me as well. So that's kind of what I'm still doing at the moment. But yeah, yo, I'm actually about to go get my first haircut this week. Since the hair transplant, my first real haircut. I'm excited for that. I'm about to go get my first cut this week. I might put it in this video. If not, you can catch it on my Instagram. But I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any further questions, definitely hit me up on Instagram, DM me on whatever. Just DM me, reach out to me. So I'm gonna do a 1 year updated video. So I'm gonna see you in 1 year. Like and hit the subscribe button.